You wake up and open your phone to see it. Killmonday Games' new game. FRAN and Little Misfortune are in the same universe. Fans have been waiting for this for 6 years, and now it's finally happening. Killmonday Games has announced its new project. To understand the scope of this event, it helps to know who Killmonday Games is. They're a small Swedish studio founded by Isaac and Natalia. Their first game, FRAN was released in 2015 and became a cult favorite among fans of horror adventures. The game, which features a girl named Fran who travels with her cat Mr. Midnight while fleeing demons and taking pills that open a darker world, has won players' hearts with its unique atmosphere. Then, in 2019, Little Misfortune was released. It tells the story of 8-year-old Misfortune who searches for eternal happiness to give to her mother. The game received an even warmer reception, but then silence. 6 years. Fans waited whole 6 years for news. Under old videos, on Steam forums and on social media, the same question was asked everywhere. When will there be a new game from Killmonday? And so, at the end of August 2025, when FRAN turned 10, the studio decided to throw a surprise party. The announcement was made in the studio's signature style and voiced by Misfortune and the narrator from Little Misfortune. Picture this. The narrator is attempting to deliver a serious announcement, but Misfortune keeps interrupting him with her cute yet irritating voice, as if she's anticipating his every word. New game announcement. Let us know what you think. That was the title of the video on their YouTube channel. Thousands of fans around the world began discussing how they had been waiting for this game and what they expected from it. So, what do we know at this point? Unfortunately, details are scarce, but each one is valuable for fans. First and foremost, the worlds of FRAN and Little Misfortune officially exist in the same universe. They're not just separate games with similar aesthetics, they're pieces of one big puzzle. The new game will be where these worlds finally intersect. Can you imagine what a meeting between FRAN and Misfortune would be like? Two girls, each with their own traumas and perspectives on the world. This could be an emotionally powerful moment in the history of these indie games. During the announcement, Misfortune mentioned Benjamin, the blue-eyed fox, and the narrator, as well as FRAN. They will all appear in the game, but according to the developers, they will not be the main characters, because their stories are already complete. Third, the studio has grown. While FRAN and Little Misfortune were created by just 2 people, the team has grown larger. This means the project can be more ambitious and complex. For a long time, the studio was quiet. Apart from rare announcements of console games, you could see a small developer diary on the official website, which Natalia maintains. I would like to temper the positive mood slightly and take a closer look to some of the entries on their website. I quote, "To make possible the goal of expanding the company to later create more complex games, Isaac and I got to take the role of boss and start guiding others to understand our vision. But things were not as expected. There were a lot of human resources, matters to attend. My body was becoming a sad, angry, resentful husk as I got less and less help from my partner, as the system to drive the company became more complex. Isaac was withdrawing from the responsibility as the stress was eating him alive, and indeed I have no idea how I kept carrying this goal forward for so long myself. We haven't been able to release or stick to one project for 4 years now. We have been sharing with our fans news about the Benjamin game, about the FRAN DLC and FRAN 2. We did work on all of these projects, believing this was what we could do together, but we always came to a point where things didn't go where they needed to. Unfortunately, the developers have cancelled 3 projects that they had announced, and they will not see the light of the day. I really hope this game announcement has a different fate, and that Killmonday will be able to release it. I wouldn't get your hopes up too high in case the game ends up in production hell and disappears from you for a few more years. What we do know is that the game will be a point-and-click horror adventure, similar to previous installments. The community's reaction was instant and enthusiastic. Social media exploded with discussions, theories, and speculation. Within hours of the announcement, fan art, memes, and plot speculation appeared. People are particularly active in discussing possible storylines. How will the heroines meet? Will the game be a sequel or a prequel? What is the role of the mysterious Mr. Midnight? What secrets does their shared universe hide? Many fans have already started constructing theories based on Easter eggs and references from previous games that now take on new meaning. FRAN means a lot to me personally, and I enjoy watching all let's plays of it by my favorite YouTubers. I was knitting while listening to the famous melody from the game in the background. In my opinion, their first game has a certain charm. It has a bolder approach, and you can tell that the developers weren't afraid to experiment. To me, it's one of the best games in terms of atmosphere, even today. I hope their upcoming project offers a similar experience. Unfortunately, there are no specific release dates or even approximate timeframes yet. Killmonday Games encourages you to subscribe to their newsletter to receive the latest updates. Considering that it has been 6 years since their last game and the team and project are now larger and more ambitious, we will likely have to wait another couple years. However, after 6 years of silence, fans are willing to wait as long as it takes, as long as the game doesn't become the next Silk Song in the indie horror genre. This announcement was a real treat for fans of high-quality, meaningful indie games. In any case, Killmonday Games has proven that even small studios can create enduring works of art. Have you played FRAN or Little Misfortune? What do you think awaits us in the new game? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching and have a cozy autumn.